So winning does mean everything sells.
In Nigeria, they'll say no grief for anybody. So
that's Call of Duty for you, I guess, and that's calm.
Losing tournaments like this it can be very, very emotional. You have to have strong real force and everything just to know break down or anything, because if you want to start thinking about the hours put into it, the whole stress, everything just to come and lose is crazy.
We can't really see who's the best until we see it at the final. Our team is the stronger.
That draw kind of lost everyone. Vortex gun coming into play from life to clean house.
Personally, we feel like we have the best gun skills in the game, and our playstyle is, very unique.
We want to settle the jollof wars. Which jollof is better, Nigerian or the Ghanaians? Whoever always gets the jollof bragging rights.
I heard about Carry First hosting this event, and I was like, nah, I have to take part.
Winning means everything for us. We're not just here to represent NXG, but our country, South Africa. And this is the biggest tournament this continent has ever seen. So winning does mean everything sells.
in Nigeria, they'll say no grief for anybody. So
that's Call of Duty for you, I guess, and that's calm.
Losing tournaments like this it can be very, very emotional. You have to have strong real force and everything just to know break down or anything, because if you want to start thinking about the hours put into it, the whole stress, everything just to come and lose is crazy.
We can't really see who's the best until we see it at the final. Our team is the stronger.
That draw kind of lost everyone. Vortex gun coming into play from life to clean house.
Personally, we feel like we have the best gun skills in the game, and our playstyle is, very unique.
We want to settle the jollof wars. Which jollof is better, Nigerian or the Ghanaians? Whoever always gets the jollof bragging rights.
Hello guys, welcome to the Carry First Grand Finals land that we are playing, which is the stage 4 for Africa in the qualification rounds to the World Champs as well. Now, as we know it, yesterday games went on, and I was your host, Calebson. Today we have other games that will be playing. We have guests that will be joining us via Zoom as well to share their experiences, what they felt at Nigeria right there in time for us to know. We want our viewers to have the best of feeling in today's games that will be playing. And mind you, today we'll be having the final games which will decide the team that will be progressing to the stage 5, which is the World Champ stage in Poland, for us to know which team is qualifying to that round as well. I am your host once again, Calebson, and let me let you know that some of the games have started between Paradox and Syria 7. So guys, let's see what have been done so far as we meet some of it.
Hello guys, welcome in, we are live and we are set to go here. It's the Carry First Africa Cup 2025 World Championships 2025 Africa Qualifier, and we are in the Ghanaian original finals where either or 2-3-3 or the one and only 31 not are going to qualify. So yeah, Tiano, here we go again.
Under the electric lights of Arena 233, the atmosphere was nothing short of electrifying. Fans packed the Esports arena in Accra, Ghana, cheering as two of the region's top Call of Duty mobile teams, Aura 233 and 31 Not, faced off in the highly anticipated Carry First Africa Cup regional finals.
I want a competitive game, right? It's a 7-map game. I want to see game 7. If it's SND, we're having a round 11, going to the very end. I'm a fan, so I enjoy proper gameplay, and that's what I want to see,
Led by Ruin and the deadly objective control of Sunflower, Aura 233 wasted no time asserting dominance, locking down rotations and denying any momentum to 31 Not.
Going to be able to cross one into when Mark maybe, but it's 244. Riddle that war machine, absolutely annihilating the players here. And look at that, Gilfin, oh my lord, they are human beings, guys. Have some mercy. Hardpoint combined, done.
Well, it was unexpectedly competitive, honestly. I didn't think the 31 guys would do so well, but then we all knew the Aura boys to win. That's who I'm rooting for.
The vibe has been great. This is like my first one I'm attending. This is my first time meeting Ruin and also the 31 boys. It's been very great. I really like the atmosphere.
With a 3-0 clean sweep, Aura 233 now heads to Lagos as Ghana's sole representative in the Carry First Africa Cup Finals and also compete for a $15,000 prize pool.
The champions are here. We have Sama here. We have Green over here. We have Sunflower, Gengbe, Babushka, man. How's the experience been like?
I mean, just more of the same of what I always do. Just came here to dominate and prove that it was a one-sided massacre.
With their confidence soaring and momentum on their side, Aura 233 is set to carry Ghana's hopes into battle once more.
This year, knowing what's at stake, you know, not just the $15,000 but the ticket to go to the World Championship finals, you know, to represent Africa. So I expect everyone to bring their A game. Hey, Aura 233 will be there, Ruin, Babushka, you know, Sunflower. So I expect a really great experience, and yeah, and the best team will definitely win.
The road to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship runs through Africa, and Aura 233 is ready to walk it.
Alright guys, I weren't able to bring you that ending part of the SND, but then we'll be going into the control game between Syria 7 and Paradox Gaming. And as we know, yesterday Paradox were booted down to the lower bracket by Bear Clan, and the same Bear Clan also booted Syria 7 to the lowest bracket. So now these are two teams that are competing, and they'll be meeting their decider from the game between Bear Clan and Eclipse Gaming. Now, whoever wins this game progresses to the next round to face such opponents. And we know Paradox has always been the favorite of the masses in the community. But it was surprising to know that yesterday they were booted down to the lowest bracket by Bear Clan, which was one of a thrill game that happened yesterday. But then on the Syria 7 game that they are playing currently, we have Syria 7 taking the SND map, and then we have Paradox Gaming taking that off the hardpoint game. We'll be going into the control game right then for you to see what is happening. Take off.
Now, simply finds one more. Life's going to fall down first. The A flag and the B flag, not a single tick getting locked enough of PDX. They are the attackers. I think they should know that you need to be capturing, but so far they are banking on kills. It might be working, but you can look at that clock. It's going to run out eventually if you're not capturing flags.
It must be noted, players should be keeping their eyes on the clock and the time that is ticking. Mushi being able to get that headshot on Virus, but in the return, Hax is taking him out. 18v23 lives in favor of Paradox. 2 ticks almost there, getting that A site. It has to be noted, once you are able to capture a site, the time does increase in your favor. But in the return, we see now Simpsy with the score streaks coming in. He had a poor showing in that search and destroy, but currently 8 kills. The man is on an absolute rampant in this first round.
And Simsy's so not happy he got done on that. He's got absolutely nothing. He's absolutely destroying everybody and everything he sees on the map now. And that's exactly, we can see 18 against 11. PDX are going to have numbers locked in. A flag down. 2 ticks locked in. 1 more to go. As now they're going to get that capture. And the clock is going to get reset. So now if you're Series 7, you don't have lives. You have lost a flag. All you need to now do is make sure you fully dedicate everything you have to that B flag and hold the full on defense. But again, nothing to work with. No operator skills. It's all going to come down to sheer gunfight skills.
100%. We see Daniela with the top 63 in hand, managed to pick up a 2-piece there. Life, it seems like it's just trying to hold down this area, not align the PDX players for the flank. Virus doing his work as well. Smoke grenades are coming in. The B bombs, shall I rather say the B site has been reset. 6 versus 10. Make it 6, so I'd rather say 5 versus 10. War Machine, we do see operators are being essentially activated soon. But once again, it is Paradox with that life advantage. However, the time is ticking. They do need to get control of that B bomb site at the moment. Carl, 4 players last left alive for Sierra 7. The gunfight comes in there by Axe with that Odin. Toxic on the return on Vamp with the USS9. 3 lives left. Virus picking up 1. Simpsy on the return. 1 life left. It is life. Will he be able to give life to this game, or will he be eliminated from Paradox?
I mean, 1v6 is the last player standing, like you did say. He's got to give them 1 extra lifeline. He's got to find a way to clutch, which most likely doesn't look very easy. And now he's going to go and pistol there. But look at the ankle breaking. What the hell was that movement? And you're going to see PDX get the very first round on control takeoff. And now, yeah, they are, again, the dominant team you're used to seeing, as now they make their way to round 2. But Sierra 7, they need to tie things up here.
We showed you ankle breaking plays there by Toxic. He's the 5-finger gyro monster. We have seen him before do absolute business end of things. There are operators ready to be utilized. Tacticals, frags, smokes have been thrown in. Toxic there with the Sparrow. Picks up 1, manages to pick up the 2nd. He now has equipped the USS9. He's doing the absolute rampant right now on this A site. Hunter Killer into himself. That is a suicide kill, but still being able to take out Hacks. The kill feed is going left, right, and center. Muji with the patience, but his body shots already so early into the series. Hopefully it does not come to bite him in the back later on.
I mean, sorry for Hacks now comes in, takes out Toxic, make that a double kill. The captures are non-existent. The life circle is a full-on TDM so far. But if you're Sierra 7, you need to watch that clock. You need to eventually start to get captures now. Muji takes out Van, PDX is all going to be yellow on the kill for them live. Pistol comes out, whips it out, confirms the 1 kill. Danny able to get that trade and shuts him down. 17 and 22. The time already going out fast. Hacks there, wins the 1. Godfight, Toxic falls. Virus now with the equalizer. He's got to make that walk. Finds the very first value. The trade doesn't come through. He's going to find a double, maybe a triple. Sees Toxic with the chase, and of course they confirm it. Virus, the freaking coach you are. 15 and 17. Lives are close.
Virus perhaps the needle in the haystack for there from Sierra 7 onto Paradox. We see a little bit of a shaky shot by Bam, but manages to clear up a Toxic. Daniela on the turn. Simply with his own equalizer being taken out there by Fady. There is an 11 versus 14 situation with only 12 seconds remaining. A point has to be captured from Sierra 7, but it doesn't seem like they have the map position and control to be able to do so. They still are fighting. They still are resilient, but Simpsy, the massive wall of the young man, has been able to push them back. They have 5 lives left with only 3 seconds on this control. Round 2, it seems like this will be all Paradox at the moment.
1v10, the 1 player, and as I go and say that, Danny shots Fadi down. PDX so far, takeoff has been their map. Control, once again, their game mode. Absolute dominance, not a single value being found here for Sierra 7. But now round 3, the game is still on. We've seen 3-2 comebacks. We have seen reverse sweeps before on control. Is this going to be one of them? Or again, maybe this might just be PDX, dominating and absolutely outslaying Sierra 7. As the 30v30, the war machine is being brought out by both sides of players, and no value has been found for either one. So might be wasted of player skills at the start of the round.
Sure, we see early kills coming in there from Paradox. 27v28, 1 minute remaining. We do realize that they have to capture these necessary sites. It is Sierra 7 essentially holding down the defensive side of things. Mushi on a little bit of a flank. Will he be able to capitalize? Will he be able to pick up the kill on Hacks? Yes, he does. USS9 once again. Body shots coming out from Mushi. Misses out narrowly by Vamp. Toxic with the Sparrow. He is shooting those arrows. I don't think he was able to capitalize on anyone there. Fadi with the Type 63, just holding down those necessary lanes. Fires extremely slow plays, patient plays. We do see now part of Paradox team has pushed up that top cat. The Tempest has come out. I think the chain reaction has been able to freeze those players there from Paradox, just giving Sierra 7 enough time to push up the map.
But now 21 and 15. For the very first time, we are going to see S7 get those numbers again. Look at that clock. 26 and counting down. Not a single capture on either flag. If you don't get captures, the timer is going to run out. And Sierra 7 have been dominating after dominating after dominating. 20v10. Double the lives. Gem in their spawn. 17 kill mark now. Danny comes through. Hacks and Virus are going to find value. Gem finds one with the Tempest there. Life is going to trade him out. Simsy also in that spawn. The spawn trap might be on. Sierra 7, 18 against 16 now. The boys in yellow are going to come through as well. The fight back. Simsy is taking out players live. Shots him down. 16v5. The timer runs out. Sierra 7, no, it's not out. They're still fighting. Hacks takes out Gem. Can they still make it work? Danny comes in. Fatty falls. Toxic, 22 kill mark. They're holding it down. But 2 more players make that one. What's not going to happen is Sierra 7 are finally back to life. 2-1. Round 4. Here we go.
Sierra 7 came to life at the end of that round there, Carl. enabling themselves to just stay into this control map and hopefully put themselves in the front foot going into that next match. But what an absolute showing of perseverance it was by Sierra 7, saying we are in this, we are not out. You cannot take us out that easily. But now, Paradox with the defensive rounds, essentially, players are dropping like flies in this auditorium area. Fadi with a little bit of a flank. He does make an encounter with Toxic. Good movement there. He has the trades and the teamwork there by Virus. We are seeing great teamwork and chemistry coming out of both teams.
Now, PDX, do you have that live by just one? They need to now bank in that. Simsy takes one more kill down. Now live with the bread. Find and value. Simsy takes out Virus. The back and forth are going to go through 23 and 25. Again, the flags are not being captured. I don't know what they're doing. Both sides, they keep going for those kills. They're forgetting the actual objectives. Control, you need to capture flags. And Sierra 7 are playing a TDM. They do have lives here, but it's too close to comfort.
Sure, TDM is definitely being played. We are now on board with Virus. He does a 180 turn on. Oh, he manages to get that kill on Danielo, saying who nice to see in the next round. But the Death Machine picks up the 2. Toxic on the return there. Virus still running rampant. He is on pursuit of Toxic. He manages to eliminate him. He's doing the business end of things with that operator. It seems like now, finally, Sierra 7 have been able to capitalize on that B side, 2 ticks and counting with life advantage as well at the moment. Carl, they are doing a full reverse sweep. Essentially, it seems like on Paradox, and at the moment, Sierra 7 are just too strong for Paradox.
18 and 11, Spyro comes to you now. Toxic might be able to go and change the game for them, boss. I go and say the hat is going to shut him down. Jam, a double kill found. 16v9, lives are close, but not too close. CS7 have the numbers locked in. Muji now, the Death Machine, might be able to rain death. Now going towards the spawn, finds the one value there, but he's got to get a whole lot more. Make that a double. Now pushing towards this one. Look at those lives. Oh my God, they have lost it. 11 against 8 here. The Annie, the War Machine, the Death Machine, Simsy finds the one kill. Fight is going to fall. 10v7, 10v7. Who can make it work? They are pushing up to the spawn now. Vam there, finds one kill, gets a double. 10v5, double the lives. Sierra 7, can they hold it down and just make this get round? Tie things off. Virus goes in. Toxic falls. Simsy, the Annihilator finds one. Daddy Assault takes life down. Jump goes in. 6v3. Look at those lives. S7, the time is still there on their side. Can they make it work? Draw. Daddy finds one. You have to go. It's the 4v3. Guys are going back and forth. 3-4v2. Muji and Daddy. Can they still clutch? Can they tie things off? Sierra 7.
Sierra 7 life advantage. Only one left for Paradox. It is Muji. And just like that, he has been eliminated. Sierra 7 tying things up 2-2 apiece. These boys have come out to play. And my man Carl, we cannot believe what we're witnessing. Paradox now on the back foot, essentially in terms of momentum. Sierra 7 are on a rolling fireball at the moment. They are here to play. Kills department, Virus is doing the absolute work, and like the duoship on the opposite side of things, it is Toxic and Simpsy, the South African duo. Claw activated. Life gets shot in the back. Germ on the flank. What an amazing 2-piece it was there, just to capitalize on eliminating Life with his Claw. And right now, 27v30. Paradox have a couple of lives in their favor. Danielo just trying to push up the map and get some position, get into those potentially power positions, but it is all Sierra 7 now focusing on that B site. Tempest hacks. He's been able to do some damage with that operator, and it is now 25v26. The kills are flowing from either team.
24 and 25, lives are close till anybody's game now. Hacks, Tempest locked in, trying to make that value work. Jam is going to fall to the man. The flag captures, look at Hacks still absolutely going wild. And the flag captures once again. Why is nobody capturing? I don't tire. Can you please capture? 22v22, 21v21, back and forth, a full-on TDM. It's what we're watching.
For some reason, players are allergic, should I rather say, to these sites. They're just going on for a full kill fest at the moment. That is exactly what we are witnessing. It is Sierra 7 tying things up there with Paradox, but the first tick on the A site has been accomplished. It is now Muji and Germ on the return, just trying to push up the map, get some kills, get that necessary position, which is essentially the control game mode. The A site has been 2 ticks captured by Paradox. We do see now Simpsy being eliminated there by Bam. Germ trying to make a flank, but Sierra 7 have been able to eliminate a couple of players from Paradox. We are tied up 14v14.
The A flag captured though. PDX going to bank on that one now. Immediate double kill. Or even extended. Danny finds one more. Life is going to fall. And 11v14. PDX are going to get numbers locked in. Faddy on the 19 kill mark. Simsy finds one more. And it's all going to be yellow with a mix of Faddy. It's a 9 and 13. If you're CS7 now, you can't lose it. The momentum is in your court. You mean you got 2 back-to-back rounds. But now look at that. Guildford absolutely yellow. 6 and 13. CS7. 5 more players. Can they save them? But Dio Prick, those kills are going to come out to play. Both sides. Equalizer. Sparrow. War Machine. Death Machine. 4v11. Last 4 players standing. Make that 3. Make that 2. Faddy in half. Can you save them? PDX are going to go rampage and the one more player is Faddy in a 1v10. What can he do? 5-1 value Simsy, or if we're looking, the 32 kill mark for him. PDX take control.
PDX take absolute control of takeoff. It looked a little bit shaky for them, Carl. It has to be noted. They were up by 2 rounds. 2 rounds. And Sierra 7, resilient in the face of adversity, able to come back and equal things out. But PDX saying, I'm sorry, sir, we haven't accumulated 2 rounds just to let it go that easily. What a great showing. It has to be noted there by Sierra 7, managing to tie things up. But once again, the kings of control, PDX, able to just close things out. And that was a fantastic...
Hello, guys. That was a trailer that we witnessed right here from the studio and from Ikeja in Lagos. Back and forth control game played. PDX taking the lead, but then S7 coming back very hard. Everyone thought they could have done a comeback on that note, but then PDX has always been PDX. I mean, that last round that they played, the operators' usage were just coming out helter-skelter. Everyone was feeling that CR7 was going to do a very hard comeback in this control game, but nonetheless, they'll be having a chance at the next hardpoint game that they'll be playing. But well, I'm literally going to break down what went on with this control game and then what was very good as well. PDX started off very nicely, going for the kills. As the commentator said, everyone was just going for kills than capturing their hill. And we know once in control, you need to actually capture the hill and as well play for their lives as well. But everyone in that game was really hunting for the kills, looking for the players and gunning them down. But Syria 7, on the other hand, came back very strong. They showed prominence over there. With life on the Type 63 beaming from long ranges, the spawn trapping that were going off. Simsy on the other hand with Toxic, I mean the partnership was very good and very great on that side. They were able to put 1 or 2 together and make sure that they took this control round for themselves and for the team as well. And you know we'll be having some of our guests joining us live from Zoom as well. So we'll be jumping, we'll be jumping into that. Hermit will be joining us live from Nigeria, from Ikeja as well, and then we'll be discussing 1 or 2 things over here for him to show his side of things that happened at that place for us. Hello, Hermit. Hermit, you're on mute. Please unmute.
All right, I'm on mute here. I am Amit, and I'm here with some of the players that played yesterday. This is Michael.
Okay.
That outcast from North.
Oh, nice one, Belgium. Nice one. Hello to you guys. I believe that all of you witnessed the control game that went on just right now. What take do you have on that?
First, it was a very unfair situation for Faddy having to play the final 1v10 against Paradox, and it was a very, very tough. It was actually a very, very tight game. Okay. From the start to the finish here, Paradox started very strong. They seemed to relent in the last 2 maps, which made S7 catch up. Then the final map, Paradox realized that if they relent again, they can lose it. So they decided to tighten things up. They picked themselves up and they showed Sierra 7 why they are the kings of control.
But then, were you actually looking forward to a comeback from Sierra 7 with the control game that they played, with the rounds that they were coming up with?
They seem to be coming up, but the thing is, when 2 very strong teams clash, and one is trying to make a comeback.
All right, Hermit will be coming back to you once again. It seems like our hardpoint game is going to start live once again. So we are running into the hardpoint game right now.
You can't be using this much points on P1 and to contestant. Go to P2, get that spawn locked in this over P3, and maybe you can start something.
It is a PDX show. I mean, almost accumulating a full 50 plus on the first P1. Unheard of, unseen. Sierra 7 on the back foot currently. P2 has been able to spawn in. This is the catwalk hill. There are a lot of avenues and contest spots to be able to capitalize in. We will see a great setup now from either teams. GHOne does call in the Predator missile, a little bit of a UAV, and being unable to, should I say, capitalize there with the kill. Muji with another massive 3-piece. It seems like the kill department coming up from Paradox side is extremely prolific. Sierra 7 a little bit on the back foot in terms of that momentum. GHOne with the 2-piece. Muji with the death machine. 150 bullets in that chamber. Raining death of fire spray and pray, my friend. He has actually obtained his EMP. Mushi! Give them mercy, please, good sir. He is rotating streaks. No one can stop him at the moment.
75-1. The boys of PDX, they are angry and they want to make their way back. Now the War Machine, Danny, a double kill found. Series 7 are finally going to get the break they so badly wanted. But Asai says that they're going to get shot down. PDX over and over and over again. It's their hard point time. It's their hard point map. Muji, a double drawing kill. Virus now. They need to get that P3 and look at that mini map. They do have it.
They sure do have it. P3 and about to spawn soon. It looks like Sierra 7 finally has spawns and control of a hard point. A little bit too late. Claw, they do have operators. The Claw has been activated by Life. He does a little bit of those wall bangs, getting some hit markers. Will he be able to capitalize on some kills? He does. It seems like the kill feed now all in favor of Sierra 7. Perhaps this is their resurgence, Carl. Perhaps this is their way and their break to bring themselves back into this hard point. Paradox have a fantastic lead. Sipsy with the equalizer, spray and pray. The Tempest from Hacks in the return. 3-piece from Hacks. Fatty with the death. Should I rather say War Machine, the potato missile. GHOne on the return. It seems like an absolute grudge match. Pandemonium in this P3. They are just kills galore.
I mean, kills galore, that's it. Hacks now, drawing finds a double kill. Virus finds one more as well. That is 34-93, 23 seconds and counting down on that clock. So eventually, you need to start going next. You can't bank on scraps for S7. Yes, contested, but also get that next. And of course, you're going to get that. Look at that mini-map. Series 7 already sending a player there. PDX also sending V1 player there. Now, look at that. It's only player number 2 for them. There's 5 players for PDX already on P4. This might just be another one where they go and run over the whole thing. But again, 52-93, PDX have the lead here.
Sure, Sierra 7 clawing their way back into this match. They have closed the gap drastically, right? But it has to be noted that P3 is in control from Paradox Gaming. They have those spawns. GHOne being able to hold it down. No, it doesn't. The tag team duo there by Hacks managing to break it. Just like that, it seems like Paradox have flipped out. Spawns in favor from Sierra 7, potentially being able to tie up in the spawn. The points department. Virus with the 3-piece. Vamp taking out in yellow. It seems like the entire team has been eliminated. It is an absolute kill fest at the moment from Sierra 7. Muji just trying to make plays, trying to break from the back. It seems like Paradox have now activated their equalizer. Simply with the 3-piece, it seems like it is to and fro from this hard point. We see Virus with the sneaky flank. He has a Hunter Killer and Predator Missile at his disposal.
108.69. PDX above the 100-point mark first. Now Muji, 19 kill mark. That he takes life down. The Pred there for Virus. Might sound that's a UAV, but you also need to get value. Muji and GHOne are going to find theirs, but now you need to make your way back to that P1. So far, P4 has been back and forth, but CS7 closing that gap a little. And now PDX farther, they are trying to get it locked in. Back to P1, 122.69. Look at this so far. P1 again. Fadi finding Muji first. Simji takes off Virus. The back and forth is still going to be there, but now CS7 are going to start counting things in their favor. Hacks is still there. Toxic falls. It's all blue. GHOne takes one more player down. Hacks comes in. Now fighting with the War Machine to keep it held. Can they hold it? The Death Machine from Muji is going to get that content. But now the Claw comes in live. First kill found. The boys simply P1 looks like it's going to be theirs.
P1 going either way currently, but Sierra 7 just on top of things. They have been able to claw their way back into the series. Life with that Claw being able to get the kills. He manages to pick up 3, utilizing that operator to a T. Muji just in the gunfight there with Life, but Life is doing that absolute work. Sierra 7 nearing that 100-point tick, but the contest is in. It is Paradox Gaming. Zapsy with the 2-piece, managing to pick up the 3rd. The man is on an absolute rampant. Scrap time remaining, 10 seconds remaining. They need to prioritize that P2 on Catwalk. Players need to set up, hold those power positions, Carl. We do see operators that have been obtained. They are ready to be utilized. But Simpsy still the equalizer, finally being shut down by Life. 99, 130, P2 loading up soon.
This is now where you want to bank on. CR7 so far, they've been able to close that gap. It's number 31-point gap. 102 and counting. Now they're going to get a P2 first. Tempest comes through for Jam. First kill found. Can they break that hill? The answer is going to be yes. As they come in, Fadi now for that trade finds one kill. He's going to get stunned there for a little and just enough to do the work for them. Danny, double kill. Muji falls. Vam. But PDX are going to get P2 locked in first. And now the boy in blue comes through. But Danny finds him again. Live falls. Virus takes out Muji. PDX 140. About to cross the 150-point mark. And now CS7 again still playing catch-up. Can they retake P2? The answer is going to be yes.
25 seconds remaining, all in blue at the moment from Sierra 7. Just managing to get that scrap time, hopefully just enough for them to be close and reach that deficit that they have currently now with Paradox. With a P3 loading soon, players need to prioritize that spawn, Cal. It is so essential. This is considered the money hill of Summit. Hardpoint, heels going left, right, and certain moment. Fatty with the 3-piece USS 9. He is the carrier for Sierra 7, going on a little bit of a flank, but spotted up by Danilo. Big brain plays, watching for that flank. Danilo, the turret, picks up the 3. No one can stop him at the moment.
154, 118. So far, so good, so close. Nobody's getting till the very last breath. And now Spyro comes through for Toxic. Very first value found. They're all going to get that P3 spawn. Very vital. Money hill, like you did say. And if you're CS7, you have to break spawns. You have to break hardpoint time. It's going to be very technical. Fadi now coming through. But Toxic are double, triple with the SMG in the Spyro. And now PDX are holding it down. About to close that 200-point mark. Muji finds Hacks. Now the dead machine from the man Muji to that door. Nobody calls. Fadi slides in. Simply finds him first. The boys in blue. No way through. Eventually, they need to go next.
They go next. They are shy from that 200-point mark. Paradox Gaming, 19 seconds left. They still have control, but at the moment, we do see now rotations are coming in. 10-second scrap time. Paradox are soaking up all those points necessary. We do see now Sierra 7 still spawning P3, not favored, but play number 3, which is Virus. He is going to infiltrate the flank from Paradox. He has been able to make not so much of an impact at the back over there, but it looks like Life trying to keep alive, but Toxic cancelling him out. Simpsy, once again, Equalizer has been activated. He is a menace with that operator. Virus trying to get a 2-piece there. 210. It seems like Paradox once again have full control of P4.
This is P4, it's T12, it might be done and dusted here. If they win it, CR7 are going home. If they're in their home already, it's just a doorway. 218, PDX now, can they see it through? It's P4, and it's all in their favor, the kill for now. Virus comes through, takes out Daniello, also gets shot down through that snow. PDX, 226, about to cross 230, no ops to work with, just the one. Spyro now called out by Toxic, can he make it work? The answer, the spawns are going to get flipped out. Life now takes out Toxic there, but they need to hold every hardpoint time they possibly can. PDX are going to retake it fast as possible. 235, about to get 240. P1 going to load in soon, but they can end it there. 239. Now CS7 are going to get it broken, but now you need to make sure you don't let PDX find any more value going towards P1.
For sure, Sierra 7 with that massive break. They needed to contest that heal P4, but Paradox seem to have full control of P1 again. They are set up, coming in all angles, kill feed going left, right, and center at the moment. The hill has been contested. Paradox 10 points shy from eliminating Sierra 7 from this entire tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Paradox with the contest. Sierra 7 trying to keep it about Fatty with the War Machine, managing to pick up 2 kills there, just keeping a lifeline for Sierra 7, keeping their hopes alive at the moment, but it's no, just like that, Paradox 2 points shy. They have become the winners of this encounter, winning 3-1 and knocking Sierra 7 out of this tournament.
And wow, what an actual match.
Hello guys, that was one of a cracker game to watch. I mean, CR7 always playing their catch-up, trying to catch up to PDX in their gameplay, in their hardpoint game, just as they did in the control game as well. And I'm even out of words to use for this game because everyone, I mean, this is the Giants of Nigeria that has been kicked out, or they have been taken out of the competition now by the Giants of South Africa. As you know, the Carry First finals is being played on nationality basis by teams that are playing it. So they are all representing their respective countries. PDX is from South Africa. Then we have the likes of, okay, we have our guest over here, Hermit. Hermit, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, loud and clear, loud and clear. All right, by the way, how is Nigeria? Tell us how Nigeria is so far.
Well, Nigeria has been good, but some of the visitors say it's hot. Something. Outcast over you says it's hot.
Okay, I've seen it. Right now, we have witnessed that the giant of Nigeria, which is the kingpin of Nigerian land, S7, has been kicked out of the tournament now. What do you have to say to that?
Well, there's only somebody bigger. So there's only somebody bigger. S7 can be the king of Nigeria, but it doesn't definitely make them the king of Africa. And this championship is about the king of Africa going to represent Africa. So as things are going now, well, Paradox shows Sierra 7 that they being the king of South Africa are bigger than the kings of Nigeria.
Okay, all right. That is great from that side. I've realized that with the hardpoint game that they played right now, I mean the speed, the pace, and everything was different from the Apocalypse game that they played. And looking at it, all of them chose close quarters map that they played. Do you think they playing smaller maps and then close quarter maps was some effect that made Paradox to edge over them?
I would not say I would not really say the map affected their gameplay. Paradox are just better. Summit is a close quarter map. Apocalypse is a map that is heavy on map control. Paradox showed that close quarter map control, they are just better. That's just it.
All right.
And yeah.
Oh, you wanted to add something to that?
Yeah, and let's say one did well. They did well, and they did well. We saw their hand in. We saw their hand in control, though they lost 3-2, but they were not going down easy. We saw their hand in search and destroy, so they won 7-2. So they showed they were actually good for something. They were actually good for something. They were better at that PDX in at least one mode.
Okay, so the Ghanaians at home are saying that after Syria 7 was able to kick the likes of RR233 from the previous game yesterday, they are being treated with a nice karma over there. How do you think this is going to be with Ghana and Nigeria now kicked out? But then nonetheless, we know that ECL is also in the tournament as well.
Well, ECL took the spot of a wild card team and they've been playing the course of the tournament. So far, so good. So, to complete the statement of the dark horse, we'll see how they fare against Beer. Beer is the favorite to win. You understand? But we'll see how they fare against Beer, then I'll be able to complete my statement properly as them being the dark horse of the tournament.
All right. Right now, the start of the tournament, did you ever choose any wild card starting? I mean, people were making predictions, choosing their wild card. Did you choose any wild card team, and has it been able to progress in this tournament?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get that.
I was saying that most people did predictions. I mean, people had to pick wildcard teams, and I wanted to know which team was your wildcard team, whether they were able to progress to this stage.
To be very honest, I didn't really have any team I picked that I supported. I'm mainly just here for the players. And a lot of players I love, look up to, like, support. They are scattered among different teams.
Okay.
So I was just there supporting a lot of players, not team in particular.
All right. Now let's go back to Syria 7 again. I know you were there yesterday when they played against Bear Clan, and you witnessed how Bear Clan dismantled Syria 7, giving them the under 100 club points over there. And their performance against PDX now, do you think they've been able to progress and then work on their mistakes when they face Bear Clan?
I can't say they didn't progress, but Paradox and Sierra 7 being losers to them playing against each other, and Paradox winning. One can say Paradox made adjustments to their gameplay. They got better. One can also say Paradox are just better than Sierra 7, and Beer is just better than both of them. You understand? But when it comes to S7, S7 are a very good team that always find themselves at the top no matter what.
Okay.
even when they play badly, or even when they play badly, they always find themselves at the top no matter what. But them facing Paradox, it wasn't just about being better. It wasn't just about luck. Okay. Paradox was just far ahead of them. And as for Beer is, I don't know, Beer is unreal. They are unreal. You can't just qualify. Okay. You can't just qualify Beer. They are unreal. They are unreal. Yeah. Let's just be like that. Because you don't just trash the kings of Nigeria 3-0, the kings of South Africa 3-1, and this is a tournament for the best of the best, and you're just cruising through like that. Yeah, it's unreal. Beer is unreal. I just can't qualify them.
All right, sure. I've realized that you have some players from Delta Esports right there. I would like to have a quick conversation with them. If Michael is there or Outcast is there, I would like to have them join us live here so that they share their experience with us when they played against the likes of a Nigerian team like Eclipse Gaming. Hello, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
Very fine, very fine. I wanted to know, you played yesterday against ECL, being a Nigerian team. How was the feeling like playing such a game on LAN?
Well, to be honest, it was very entertaining, to be honest. I think so. It was going back and forth. The first hard point was quite, quite drowsy, I would say, like on our side. But we made a comeback as well to try and like close up the gap. I think so. Both sides had a lot of pressure to at least be the most entertaining game, but at the same time to at least try and figure out like where we stand in the league, right? And the Search and Destroy, on the other hand, we tried to read their game plans. We tried to like analyze. Especially, I would not try and boast a lot about myself, but the first round of the Search and Destroy, having an ace got chills in everyone's spine. Everyone out there who are watching through live streams, who are there in real life, I think so. Everyone was mesmerized by that ace, and that actually got the momentum up for Delta Esports as well, so we could carry on forward, winning. Also, same with Control. They had the first round advantage, but slowly but slowly we are the reverse sweep kings. But unfortunately, in Apocalypse and in this the Search and Destroy game, Coastal, we couldn't get the better of them. But otherwise it was a very entertaining game. I loved the both sides. Everyone tried their best, especially with the devices that we got. It was the best. To be honest, I have no complaints.
All right. I realized when I was watching the game, then I just chanced on a 2-2 game that was going on, having the SND being a decider of that game. Well, going into that game, I would want you to give our viewers and listeners a brief intro into it. How did you prepare going into it? Were you going in there that, okay, ECL is a team that we can beat, or ECL is a formidable team that we need to be very strategic against?
To be honest, we went looking forward to beating ECL.
Okay.
We definitely knew the strats and everything, but it came out short because getting to adjust to your new phones, the new devices, the lag, and etc., we didn't have the better of it, right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, they are like the strategy kings, I would say. They adapt easily and they're like dog fighters. So if you put up a challenge, they will definitely come against you and they will try even more harder. They can read your strategies really fast and they can make their own strategies throughout, like, mid-game as well. So they're quite a tough contender, and I would love to see them either in the finals versus like maybe the grand finals, maybe winning against Paradox or maybe Bear Clan reaching. Who knows? Anything can happen. I'm actually shocked. Like everything that's happened throughout this whole tournament, you don't know who's going to be in the grand finals, especially. So anything can happen. They could probably beat Sabir and go down and go directly to the grand finals. Oh, they could go down after losing to Bear and win against Paradox or lose against Paradox. Anything can happen. It's a very unpredictable, fixture.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Okay. Viewers, that was Michael over there, the almighty Michael that was once in Cast Esports, playing very good game with a side of Simzi as well. We will be bringing them back because I need to talk to Outcast as well in that video so that you know what happened between Aura 233 and Nondescript Gaming. I need to get a very authentic feeling from him explaining to us what went wrong for them losing to the side of Aura 233. That's why we at home wanted to know more from them. Beside that, we'll be taking a very short commercial break right here. We'll be back.
They fight not just for glory, but for the right to be crowned as kings of African Call of Duty Mobile.
Determination, hard work is what gets you into a position like this.
Every squad has a story, every player the same dream. Welcome to Lagos. Welcome to the finals.
Hello guys, welcome in. We are live, we are set to go here. It's the CARIFEST Africa Cup 2025 World Championships 2025 Africa Qualifier, and we are in the Ghanaian regional finals where either Aura 233 or the one and only 31 not are going to qualify. So yeah, Tiano, here we go again.
Under the electric lights of Arena 233, the atmosphere was nothing short of electrifying. Fans packed the Esports arena in Accra, Ghana, cheering as two of the region's top Call of Duty mobile teams, Aura 233 and 31 Not, faced off in the highly anticipated Carry First Africa Cup regional finals.
I want a competitive game, right? It's a 7-map game. I want to see like game 7. If it's SND, we're having like a round 11, you know, going to the very end. I'm a fan, so I enjoy proper gameplay, and that's what I want to see, you know.
Led by GHOne and the deadly objective control of Sunflower, Aura 233 wasted no time asserting dominance, locking down rotations and denying any momentum to 31 Not.
Going to be able to cross 150 when Mark maybe, but it's 344. Riddle that war machine, absolutely annihilating the players here. And look at that, Cupid, oh my lord, they are human beings, guys. Have some mercy. Hardpoint combined, done and done.
Well, it was unexpectedly competitive, honestly. I didn't think the 31 guys would do so well, but then we all knew the Aura boys to win. That's who I'm rooting for.
The vibe has been great. This is like my first LAN I'm attending. This is my first time meeting GHOne and also the 31 boys. It's been very great. I really like the atmosphere.
With a 3-0 clean sweep, Aura 233 now heads to Lagos as Ghana's sole representative in the Carry First Africa Cup finals, and also compete for a $15,000 prize pool.
The champions are here. We have Sama here, we have Green over here, we have Sunflower, Gengbe, Babushka, man. How's the experience been like?
I mean, just more of the same of what I always do. Just came here to dominate and prove that it was a one-sided massacre.
With their confidence soaring and momentum on their side, Aura 233 is set to carry Ghana's hopes into battle once more.
This year, knowing what's at stake, you know, not just the $15,000, but the ticket to go to the World Championships finals, you know, to represent Africa. So I expect everyone to bring their A game. Aura 233 will be there, Ruin, Babushka, you know, Sunflower. So I expect a really great experience, and and the best team will definitely win.
The road to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship runs through Africa, and Aura 233 is ready to walk it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once again to EIB Sports here in GHOne, and we have been bringing you the trailers, and I am your host, Calebson. And as we know it, the game is continuing, but then as we saw it earlier too, PDX has won Serial 7 and they are moving on to the next stage. Now they will be waiting for the likes of Bear Clan or ECL to come down and play alongside them. But the winner from that side, that match that will be played between Bear Clan and ECL, will be progressing to the grand finals to secure a spot over there, waiting for the losers bracket to be moving over there. We will soon be having on our screen the games that were played yesterday and everything. All right, so looking at the screen right here, yesterday we had a lot of games happening. There were a series of games out there. We had the likes of Serial 7 versus Bear Clan winning with a 3-0 game trailer over there, which is something that no one expected it to happen, but then it happened by the way, sending them down to the losers bracket. Then we had Paradox Gaming versus Sage Gaming, where Paradox sailed through smoothly with a 3-0 win, moving to the next round of the upper bracket as well, bringing down Sage Gaming to the lower bracket over there, as you can see on your screen. Then again, we had Eclipse Gaming versus Delta Esports, where they went head to toe. We had our pundits over here. We had Michael telling us when they went into the game what happened. They were expecting to win, but then GGs came in place for them. Eclipse won that round 3-2. Then we had Aura 233 versus the Ugandan champion Nondescript Gaming, with Aura sailing through with a smooth 3-0 victory over there, sending Nondescript Gaming to the lower bracket, whilst Aura 233 progressed to the upper bracket. Now let's come down to the lower bracket side, the first round of the lower bracket. We had Serial 7 versus Sage Gaming from Senegal. You all know that Serial 7 is the Giants of Nigeria, Sage Gaming the Giants of Senegal. They played, but then Serial 7 sailed through smoothly, moving to the next stage of the lower bracket, as you can see on your screen. We had Delta Esports as well, facing Nondescript Gaming, and the likes of Michael showing their prowess against Outcast. They sailed smoothly to the next stage of the losers bracket. Now, where the trailer is, where the most talk was the upper bracket side of things, where we had Bear Clan facing Paradox, and that game was a cracker. If you missed that game, you missed it for life. Go back to the YouTube channel and rewatch that game again, because we had Bear Clan demolishing Paradox with a 3-1 victory over there, as you can see on your screen. Because it wasn't funny at some point. Everyone thought Paradox, being the favorite from South Africa, they were going to give us a lot of backlash, a lot of gameplay. The energy and synergy would be in the first round of game. But then watching their first map, the hardpoint map, which was combined, and then Bear Clan giving them under 100 in that game, was just mind-boggling. No one understood it. But Paradox Gaming tried coming back into the game from their control win. But then we had a side of Bear Clan showing that they are the kings and they are having power over there again. So as you can see on the game over there, we had Serial 7 on the screen with their games. Paradox and Serial 7 is what we witnessed quite recently from the lower bracket. That was the lower bracket semi-finals that was being played earlier, that was shown. That was their game that they played. We skipped that one, but let's come down to Eclipse Gaming versus Aura 233, whereby we had Eclipse Gaming winning our dear beloved country, Ghana, Aura 233, with a 3-0 victory right there. I mean, the Ghanaians were heated up. They were looking out for more to progress to the next round of that stage, but then they were knocked down to the lower bracket of that game. So then at the lower bracket, we had Aura 233 facing the Nigerian giant Serial 7, but then that game didn't go well for Aura 233 because they lost 3-0 to the side of Serial 7. Then Paradox went ahead to face the team of Michael, being the Kenyan giant Delta Esports. Then Delta Esports also lost 3-0 to Paradox as well. Now moving on, you can see on the screen that at the upper bracket there's a very long line. You can see Bear Clan progressing. You can see Eclipse Gaming progressing to the upper bracket final over there. Now this is a game that will be played later today. The losers of that game will be dropping down to the lower bracket final, whereby the winner of that game will be moving to the grand finals. Now the lower bracket semi-final, as you saw on your screen earlier, was Series 7 versus Paradox, and then Paradox winning them in a 3-1 way. We'll be updating those kind of info for you on our socials as well. So we had Paradox winning Series 7 3-1. So now Paradox has moved on to the lower bracket finals, and they will be waiting patiently for the loser from the game between Bear Clan and Eclipse Gaming for us to know who will be coming down over there. So the grand finals will be played tonight, and it is something that you need to look out for in today's games that will be played, because as I said, the winner of this entire series is going to represent Africa at the World Champ stage, and the World Champ stage, being stage 5, would be hosted in Poland. Usually we've been having it hosted in the US, Atlanta, but this time around it is being hosted in Poland, the first time ever for it to be hosted there, and every team is itching to go there. We have teams from the likes of the GHOne region, we have Elevate, PUK, Star Wars Esports, all qualifying from that region, and they have already secured a seat. From the LATAM region, we have the likes of Galoris, Amigos, and then Street Gaming, who have qualified from their side, representing the LATAM region. That's the Brazilian side in its entirety. Then we have from the European side, we have Exclusive. They have qualified to represent the European region with a 1 slot that they have beaten Animals on that note. Then when we go to India, they are currently playing their stage 4 as well. But we have the likes of Godlike securing a win already into their representation for their Indian region. They are waiting to see whether Seoul Esports will be joining them up over there. Nonetheless, we are looking up to the CDM that is being played and it's still ongoing to see which team is going to qualify from the Chinese region as well. Whilst we have the likes of OUG, the wild card that came into the region earlier this year, and they've been dominant and finding a ways and means to put in more points to go on board for that. And as you can see on your screen, these are the matches that we'll be having very soon. Eclipse Gaming versus Bear Clan. Then we have Paradox Gaming versus any of the losers that will be coming down. And the winner from the first game would be resting slowly over there, waiting for them. Viewers, it is unfortunate that we'll be cutting our show right here, but then the game still continues. You can join the YouTube channel of the Carry First African Cup on their YouTube channel to follow the following games that will be streamed over there. Don't miss any action, because we'll be coming back another day giving you every breakdown of every game that happened there. But then our time here is up, and I've been your host, Calebson. I'm giving a big shout out and happy birthday wishes to Teresa Maroni Rails for turning 28 today, and to my dear father, Mr. Michael Akwe, celebrating his birthday out there, and to all the lovely people of the CDM community. Ciao to all of you. We love you all. Keep watching it, and don't forget, go back to their YouTube page and watch everything. I've been your host, Calebson, and this match is brought to you by Carry First. They gave it to me. You can check it out. You can go to their store and purchase it right there. Thank you so much for being with me. Bye-bye.
And this is the biggest phone.
I guess, and let's call.
Losing tournaments like this it's can be very, very emotional. You have to have strong.
They fight not just for glory, but for the right to be crowned as kings of African Call of Duty Mobile. The Carry First Africa Cup isn't just a tournament. It is the soundtrack to a new era of African esports.
He's going to be able to find the pistol kill. 1v1. Find the 2-piece. He knows it's there. Oh my goodness.
Determination, hard work is what gets you into a position like this.
Every squad has a story, every player the same dream. Welcome to Lagos. Welcome to the finals.